I don't say this lightly or as a hater, as I genuinely love Amanda Waller as a character, even in the DCEU, and I love Peacemaker, but both of these need to be cancelled. Had to take a swig before all the hate comes at me. Let the hate commence. Alright, just stop. Hear me out. Hear me out. Please, just hear me out before you write out like 6 paragraphs that YouTube's just gonna block because you're using a bunch of censored words, okay? Just hear me out. I love Peacemaker. Literally my favorite character in Peacemaker. Okay, that's not saying much, it's his show. But also my favorite character in the Suicide Squad. So there we go, right? I also love Amanda Waller, so I want to see more of that character. But here's where the problem comes in. These characters are not going to sell, and as a matter of fact, they're going to do damage. And why are they going to do damage? They're going to do this damage because they're holdovers of the old universe. Look, the one thing we've seen that's hurt the DCEU, despite all the bad press associated with actors like Ezra Miller, is the fact that the more you remind people that this is connected to the old universe that they're trying to move past, the more damage that actually does to the product you're trying to advertise. The last thing you want is Peacemaker and Amanda Waller, once again, front and center in 2 projects, reminding you that these characters come from David Ayer's version of the DCU, or the DCEU, I guess at that point, right? And sure, Peacemaker, he wasn't in David Ayer's version, but he is in the sequel. And once again, you're pulling in things like, hey, remember the ending of Peacemaker when Aquaman and The Flash, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman show up? There's your DCEU. So what are we supposed to do now? Like, what are you supposed to think, right? Again, I think this does more damage than anything. And looking at the landscape and what's happening and how a film like Flash could bomb, and seeing numbers from other DC shows when they aired on Max, for example, or HBO at the time, they're not that good. So why not double or triple down on new characters and properties and bring these actors playing these characters just into the universe, or recast, give these actors different roles. Once again, the moment you tell people, hey, we're doing another X, Y, and Z, and guess what? Go watch Peacemaker Season 2 to understand why the characters in this film and teaming up with Harley Quinn, who's also played by Margot Robbie. What message are you sending? You're sending mixed messages.